Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here. Time for another Patreon-sponsored blind reaction. And this one comes to you courtesy of Russell Ray Young, who has basically requested that I follow up his previous request, which was the Unusual Suspects review of the first Harry Potter film, with his review of the second Harry Potter film, Chamber of Secrets. I liked the first review. I thought it was pretty good. It was funny. It was, nicely paced. I mean, it's basically the same format that so many other internet reviewers use, which is just like recap the movie and make jokes along the way, and then just give your opinion at the end. But it was good. It was, it was apparently his first video, and considering that, it was really good. And I'm eager to see his thoughts on the second film and what he has to say about it, and just all that stuff. As for what I think of the second film, I think it's a really pretty good one. Of the two Chris Columbus directed films, the first two films, I think it's my preferred one. I think because it's darker, it just feels like there's more at stake, and I don't know, I just prefer the material a little bit. Though, in terms of the books, I think it's more of a toss-up. But for the movies, definitely prefer Chamber of Secrets to Sorcerer's Stone or Philosopher's Stone, whatever you want to call it. But I'm interested to see his take on it. Hopefully it'll be as fun as the first video. Let's get started and find out. Here we go.
Hi guys and girls, time for another Harry Potter review. This time I'm going to be taking a look at Chamber of Secrets.
Okay.
It's a long movie, so let's not waste any time.
Yeah, it is. They're all long movies.
So our movie begins back in Polyjuice Drive, as the Dursleys are preparing for visitors.
Good. And Dudley, you will be...
I'll be waiting to open the door.
Oh, come on. If you had someone talk to you like that, what would you do?
Can I take your coat, sir?
So after being warned by Vernon not to make a sound, Harry goes back to his room.
Oh, Dobby.
To find Dobby the house elf, who warns him not to go back to school.
What terrible things? Who's plotting them?
He looks constipated.
I forgot about Dobby. That's... wow.
What the devil are you doing up here? You just ruined the punchline of my Japanese golfer joke.
Now, if anybody is interested, that Japanese golfer joke that Vernon mentioned is actually pretty funny.
Oh.
So I'll post it in the description below. How that got in a kid's movie, I will never know. So Dobby runs downstairs and drops a cake on one of the guests' heads because Harry refused to stay at the Dursleys' house. This gets Harry grounded, but it's okay as Ron, Fred and George help Harry escape. But Vernon's not letting Harry go.
Flying car. Dark. Aw.
I'm just kidding, he's alright. Perfectly alright, actually. He should at least look a little bit more like this.
Yeah.
Anyway, Harry arrives at the Weasley house, and after a thorough telling off, we are introduced to Ginny.
Mummy, have you seen my jumper?
Yes, it was on the cat.
Oh, wait, what? It was on the cat?
How does that work?
Well, the right is high. Okay, Ginny's lost her jumper. Where is it? How about on Snagglepuss? Cat, perfect. So the family gets their school supply list, so they gotta go to Diagon Alley.
Diagon Alley!
Holy hell, Harry looks petrified.
Yeah, well, it's pretty, pretty intense.
Said in the first movie.
For pure love and outstanding courage.
Holy crap, I'm gonna die!
Diagonally.
So Harry travels through the fireplace, but it turns out the Wizarding World's technology of voice recognition is awful, as Harry ends up in Nocturne Alley.
What did he say, dear?
Diagonally.
Let's see how today's voice recognition holds up. Diagon Alley. Ah, see? Diagon Alley.
Oh.
Google
Is that really what it did?
Pwned flu powder. Google should be paying me, you know. Next up, the
Somehow I
train
doubt
station,
that.
But just as soon as Harry and Ron are about to make it through the gateway to platform 9 3/4, it seals itself shut. Harry and Ron make their way to school with the Dursleys' car. They manage to catch up to the train.
It's not the Dursleys' car. It's... yeah.
I think we found the train.
Weasley's car.
Okay, I'm not going to do that again, but my god! Things don't get much better when they reach the school either.
you were seen by no less than 7 muggles.
You do know you are reading the newspaper on the opposite side, don't you?
Silence!
Oh, sorry.
Not to mention the damage you inflicted on a whomping willow that's been on these grounds since before you were born.
Am I the only one that thinks that whomping willow sounds like the Wizarding World equivalent for Viagra?
Oh.
Got to stop thinking that everything is a pun for the human.
Silence!
Oh. Sorry. Malfoy could have always stuck something else in there.
Good point. Oh.
So after learning that Lockhart is a new defense against the dark arts teacher, Malfoy caused Hermione something after class that pisses Ron off.
No one asked your opinion, you filthy little mudblood.
You'll pay for that one, Malfoy. Eat slugs!
It's disgusting, but I can make it more disgusting. Wanna see?
Oh, what are you gonna do?
When I play it in reverse.
Oh!
Slimy.
Yeah.
Next up, Harry's got detention with Lockhart as he starts to hear a strange voice. It leads him to this.
Chamber of Secrets has been opened. Enemies of the air, beware.
It's Filch's cat.
My cat has been petrified. I want to see some punishment!
You know, you don't seem too bothered with your cat, considering she's still hung up there by her tail, no less. Let her down, you asshole.
Yeah.
Today, we will be transforming animals into water goblets.
Yeah, this school teaches you valuable life lessons. But enough of that. McGonagall explains the origin of the Chamber of Secrets to the class. She basically implies that all the Muggles are gonna die.
It is said to be the home of a monster.
Hogwarts, scaring the shit out of your kids for over 1,000 years.
That's
so
what they do.
Suspect Malfoy may be behind the attack, so they hatch a plan to make a potion that would transform them into Crabbe and Goyle, so Malfoy will tell them anything. But before that, the Quidditch match, as Harry has just caught the snitch, but a rogue bludger is having none of it.
Wow.
Right in the quaffles. Anyway, Dobby comes back and shares a plot device.
Dobby can only be freed.
Presented with clothes. Take heed, movie. Next up, another attack, and Harry is caught in the act. So he goes to see Professor Dumbledore and comes across Fawkes the Phoenix.
Fascinating creatures, phoenixes. They can carry immensely heavy loads and their tears.
2 in 1. Fawkes can carry heavy loads, and his tears have healing powers.
Yeah, no, that's not going to come up.
And the Polyjuice potion is put into action.
Now, once they're asleep, hide them in the broomstick cupboard and pull out a few of their hairs.
From the head, guys. Grabbing Crabbe and Goyle's robes and hair strands, Harry and Ron transform.
Harry?
Oh, come on. If you transformed into somebody else, what would be the first thing you'd do?
Oh.
Holy crap. I'm a different person. Hang on. Oh my god, it's so small. Wait. Has he ever heard of a little thing called toilet roll on? Jesus.
Oh.
So Harry and Ron head to the Slytherin common room to confront Malfoy, but before they can find out much information, they start to transform back to their original selves.
Scar.
Yeah.
Hang on. Ron!
Hey, where are you going?
So Harry and Ron arrive back to tell Hermione what happened, but it turns out she accidentally used cat hair in her potion.
Have you spoken to Hermione? She should be out of hospital in a few days, when she stops coughing up furballs.
And when she stops licking her own ass. Sorry. Next, we find that the ghost that inhabits the girls' bathroom is a little upset as she's had a book thrown at her.
But it can't hurt if someone throws something at you. It'll just go right through you.
Sure! Let's all throw books at Myrtle because she can't feel it. 10 points if you get it through her stomach. 50 points if it goes through her head.
100 points if it goes through her. No, Snape, you don't need to silence me. I will behave. So it turns out the book that was thrown at Myrtle can communicate with Harry through writing.
Do you know anything about the Chamber of Secrets?
The owner of the diary, Tom Riddle, takes Harry back 50 years and shows him that Hagrid was harbouring a spider called Aragog that could have been what killed the girl that died 50 years ago. And after a series of unfortunate events, including Hermione getting petrified herself, Harry and Ron find Aragog within the Forbidden Forest, as they ask him if he was the monster that killed that girl.
Then you're not the monster.
No. The monster was born in the castle. I came to Hagrid from a distant land.
You know, I've always found it strange how a foreign spider that's lived in a box all of its life knows how to speak perfect English.
Yeah.
And before long, the spiders attack, and it's looking like they're gonna die.
Wait a minute. No one finds this a little convenient?
You said it's a movie, didn't you?
So they escape, and they cut to
Good
the
point.
next day. Harry discovers a piece of paper in Hermione's hand, which describes a beast known as the Basilisk. It turns out it can kill people by looking into their eyes. But no time for plot convenience, and let's be honest, it's the book's fault, not the film's. Ron's sister Ginny has been taken by the Basilisk, and Lockhart is supposedly going to save her. Harry and Ron rush to tell him what they know.
You're running away? After all that stuff you did in your books?
My dear boy, do use your common sense. My books wouldn't have sold half as well if people didn't think I'd done all those things.
You're a fraud.
Yeah.
Next up, Harry, Ron and Lockhart manage to find the Chamber of Secrets, and after Lockhart accidentally wipes out his own memory, Harry manages to find Ginny, and Riddle explains how she fits into all of this.
It was Ginny Weasley who opened the Chamber of Secrets. Ginny who wrote the threatening messages on the walls.
Ginny wrote it? Well, where did she get the blood from? Wait.
Oh.
Oh, God, I think I just realised something. That is nasty. Oh.
You're Voldemort.
So Dumbledore arms Harry with the forks and the sorting hat. He is in arse at Dumbledore, as Riddle sets the Basilisk onto Harry. Literally. So Harry grabs the sword that has peered out the sorting hat and kills the Basilisk, but he's poisoned by one of its fangs. Harry uses this fang to destroy Riddle's diary, and Riddle is defeated.
Harry, you're hurt.
Ah, here we go. Fawkes' tears have healing powers.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Check. Fawkes can carry heavy loads.
Amazing! This is just like magic!
Check. Dobby can only be freed when he's presented with clothes.
Yeah.
Master has given Dobby a shock. Dobby is free.
Check.
You lost me, my servant!
Oh shit, Harry's gonna die.
You shall not harm Harry Potter.
Holy crap! Dobby kicks ass.
Yeah, I mean.
He should get his own spin-off show or something. Coming soon to a theatre near you comes a tale of an elf.
Hello.
Who you don't want to fuck with. Don't agree with him, and you will pay the consequences. He can apparate, even in Hogwarts, which Harry Potter nerds know fine well that you can't operate within. He can take more pain than Rambo.
Dobby had to iron his hand.
And he's batshit insane.
He is.
Dobby, put the lamp down.
Dobby, the house elf. Coming soon. Rated R.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be
With an
there.
end-of-year dinner complete with awkward handshakes and cheesy applauding, our movie ends. So there's Chamber of Secrets in a nutshell. So, what do I think of the movie? Well, while some of you may disagree, I think Chamber of Secrets is the best in the series. Future films take a much darker tone, and I look back on Chamber of Secrets and I find myself really missing the older comedic style. That's not to say the film isn't serious at times. The Basilisk is pretty badass, then there's absolute classic lines like, "Can we panic now?" If you haven't seen the series yet, it's worth checking out for Chamber of Secrets. Next up, Prisoner of Azkaban, so stay tuned for that review. That will be coming up next.
Well, that's an interesting perspective. I mean, again, I made the same point with my in my first video for his review, his review of the first film, that the actual review, the last 30 seconds where he says what he thinks of the film, is pretty removed from the rest of the video, because just watching that, I wouldn't have ever thought this was his favorite Harry Potter film. But I can respect that. I mean, I don't quite agree, personally. Like, I don't know. I think my favorite film, not my favorite book, by the way, it's different, but I think my favorite film might be the fifth one. Though, I'm not sure. But I get that. I can get why you would like this one best. I even if I don't quite agree personally, but it's definitely a very well made film. It definitely captured the spirit of the book very well, and it's entertaining. It has a lot of cool stuff going on, and it's just quintessential Harry Potter. That's for sure. But yeah, good review. I mean, it just feels weird calling it a review, especially since the actual review portion was like so far removed from the rest. But yeah, he entertaining. This guy definitely, he has a good sense of humor, and he really recapped a rather long film very nicely in 14 minutes, and that definitely is not easy to do. So yeah, gotta commend him there. And yeah, it was good video. I don't know if the requester is going to request the third film next or whatever, but if he does, I'll look forward to seeing it, because these are pretty fun. Anyway, hope you liked the reaction. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.